So today we're going to talk all about how to rewrite your story, how circumstances don't matter, and how it's time for you to live your life. Now, I've constantly talked about this on my channel, reinventing yourself, and you can check those videos out. I'm the type of person I like to experience something and then come talk about it because I don't want to give you false hope information. But lately I've been going through it. This is not something that I'm new to. I've constantly had to reinvent myself, rewrite my story. But now I'm thinking about it in terms of, as we live, we add chapters. And I'm now deciding that it's time for me to actually be the author of my story, as opposed to letting just people and situations write my chapters. I hope this makes sense. I tend to play the blame game, and that's actually the first point. Stop being the victim. Decide to stop being the victim. For me, it was looking at my upbringing, and that's a factor. It was a lot of dysfunction, but even with that, I've come to accept that my parents or my caretakers, they did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had, because I'm also doing the best I can with the knowledge that I have. The only difference is it's 2023. There's more people being open about mental health and generational trauma and how to, heal your inner child. There's that good, deep work that's being done, and people are actually choosing to talk about it. My parents, their parents, that wasn't a thing. So I've accepted that. And with that, the affirmations, the choosing, deciding to not be the victim every day comes into play. I have different videos on here that kind of aid you with that. Therapy aids with that. Circumstances don't matter. If they mattered, we wouldn't have the Oprahs, the Beyoncés, the Jay Shettys, and I can go on and on and on. Think about the successful people that we know of. You would often hear a lot of them, when they tell their story, talk about how they hit rock bottom and how they took a chance. They went somewhere and they met someone who introduced them to this person. They started their companies out of a garage, or they were living in their car, or they were homeless. I know a lot of us do not have examples of our dream self in our daily lives, whether that's through our caretakers, whether that's through friends. You just don't see the person that you want to become in those around you. And for the longest time, I allowed that to hinder me. I was like, I don't have anyone to look up to. I don't have a mentor. That's why we have google.com, baby. That's why we have the biographies of the people we look up to, their stories, their TED Talks. Find the resources. A lot of us just don't want to do the actual work. I didn't want to do the actual work. The second thing is to stop being a hater. Just hear me out, right? I used to be the biggest hater, but you know what changed for me? When I took that hate, when I took that jealousy, and I kind of created like a blueprint for myself. It's like, okay, cool. Why do I hate, or why am I jealous? Because this is something that I want. Okay, so one, it's an indication that I feel like I don't have it. Why is that? Is the 3D reflecting that? Okay, it might be. But two, if this person has it, then I am able to have it also. And I just need to put in the action, the work, the research to get there. Stop being a hater. Create a realistic plan. One of the main things that I'll continue to repeat is, who is your dream self? This guy or this woman. How do they act, speak, dress? What's their profession? What are the things that you can do right now in order to get to that version of yourself? It's the habits, it's the books. An exercise that has changed the game for me is creating my monthly budget as if I was my dream self. So my mortgage or rent, insurance, my car note, like massages, all the things, hair, nails, guilt-free spending, my grocery budget, my gas budget, every single thing. I literally wrote it out, and I realized that I had a limited belief because with the number that I need, it's not that far in between. Maybe I'm delusional and I'm choosing to live in my delusion, but you can be someone making $3,000 and everything that you will require to be the best version of yourself, whatever the case is, could be 6,000. It's not as simple as 1, 2, 3, but it is. What are the skills? What are the courses that you can take? What one-on-one services can you purchase? How can you get back in school? What promotions can you look for? What different jobs can you look for? What are the jobs in your field that offer more money? Are you entry level, mid-level? Like, there's so many layers to it. Really sit on that. What are the skills that you can develop? YouTube.com, Google.com, like, it's time to rewrite your story. Operate out of love and good energy. We don't hold any weight, we don't hold any bad vibes, any negativity towards people. These things occurred, that was said. You may be the bad guy in someone's story. Like, okay, cool, I see how that occurred. If you have to have a conversation with someone, have it, but have it for you. Have it with the understanding that you're different now, you're changing, but they may not change. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're humans, we all have like free choice, free reign, we all can make decisions. I just hope that when I make my decisions that it's understood just as equally. And if your default is to be negative, to be the victim, to question things like, why me? Why is this happening? You have to override that. You have to affirm positive thoughts. Our stories continue. As we live, our stories continue. Are you going to be the author? Are you going to actually take control? I think for me, the most beautiful thing about this journey, just reinventing yourself and trying to become the best version of yourself, is that that version already exists. It's just waiting for you to catch up. Every morning that you wake up, constantly pour gratitude over you, your situation, and know that if your 3D, your reality doesn't reflect where you want to go, it just needs time to catch up. And you keep doing the work over and over and over. I don't ever want to sell dreams. This is hard work. I am still working on myself every day, over and over. I almost had a breakdown because my camera wasn't working properly. My script got deleted. I'm still here because I want to share this message. We are capable of reinventing ourselves, having the lives that we desire. You have to keep doing the work. You have to keep doing the work because only you can save you, okay? Only you can show up for you. I'm here to lend a listening ear. If you all don't know, I provide one-on-one coaching services as well as advice services. Click the link in my bio. I'd love to connect with you all.